Manchester Black is in control. He uses the blackened sludge to take over the alien townspeople and Jonathan Kent. Superboy's eyes bleed black and his clothes are painted as dark as oil. And he is the first to attack. Superman doesn't raise a hand to his son. His allies, Batman, Robin, Frankenstein, and his bride, don't share the same sentimentalities. They leap in to attack. Superboy uses his anger to fuel his heat vision, trying to burn his father to the ground. Robin lunges forward and pulls out a couple of capsules from his utility belt before tossing them at Superboy. "Can't breathe, can't fight," he says as the capsules burst into clouds of dust. Kathy sees this and uses her telekinetic power to grab Robin out of the air and draws him towards her. Robin answers this by using the momentum of her pull to power his elbow strike and hits Kathy across the jaw. "Don't touch her!" Superboy bellows, jumping in to protect Kathy by smashing down on the ground. The ground cracks beneath his fists, and the force sends both Robin and Kathy flying into the air. Batman uses a batarang to keep Superboy off balance. "Why is he getting stronger?" Damian asks Kathy. "I tried to warn you. Black is pushing John's power to the limit. My grandfather and I were trying to help." Batman makes the call. "The window to stop John is closing. We need to de-escalate this." Superboy hears this and attempts to attack Batman. Batman diverts the punch and tries to reason with him. "I know you're in a dark place, John, but you need to try to find your way out. Innocent lives are at stake." Superman flies in and grabs Superboy by the cape. "Listen to Batman, son. We won't fight you. Your mother and I." Superboy turns around and hits his father with a flurry of punches. "You failed her! You hurt her!" "She's okay, John. Just listen." "Liar!" Meanwhile, Frankenstein, wielding a sword, and his four-armed bride, wielding 4 pistols made of advanced technology, battle it out with the super elite. They are successfully able to take down a few of their opponents. Manchester Black sees this and orders Superboy to hurry and land the killing blow. "Finish him off, my lad. He's weak, dangerous. With me, you are strong." Frankenstein's bride turns her pistols at Manchester and tries to riddle him with bullets. Frankenstein runs behind him and attempts to land the killing blow with a powerful swing of his sword. He cocks his arm back and prepares for the downswing. Superboy looks over to protect Manchester and dismembers Frankenstein's arm with his heat vision. Frankenstein's bride then turns her pistols towards Superboy, calling him a monster. Superboy easily freezes her in place with a simple sweep of his ice breath. Manchester sneers. "Don't be so hard on the lad. He's new. Can't make an omelet without breaking a few eggs, you know?" Frankenstein watches as his wife freezes and draws his own pistol at Superboy. There is a second of hesitation. Manchester takes advantage of this and pulls the wire keeping Frankenstein sewn together. His separate body parts collapse on top of one another, leaving him helpless on the ground. "Clark," Batman begins. Superman tells him, "I know your worst fears come true. Now with Black, Superboy could be unstoppable. I saw his body language change when you talked to him. His heart is trapped, but he's listening. The bond between parent and child is our only hope right now. Robin and I will take care of the Frankensteins and the rest of the elite. And I'll draw John away from Black. Manchester Black watches as Superman soars into the air along the Tree of Black. It's massive and sprawls into the sky, almost reaching the storm clouds above. He smiles and tells John, "Bring me back his cape. Gotta use the logo soon. Now, Superboy Black. Fly." Superboy races after his father. Clark has dreamed about this day. The day he'd watched John take to the skies for the first time. But not like this. John uses his ice breath to block Superman's path. Once he turns around, Superboy burns him down with his heat vision. The attack pushes Superman back into the Tree of Black. Superboy doesn't stop. He continues to burn his father, raising the temperature with the rage as his fuel, until the trunk of the tree ignites in flames. The flames weaken the Tree of Black enough for it to begin to break apart, causing it to plummet down right on top of the town. The tree's vine-like tendrils grab onto Superman and force him to watch. "The people! Please, I can still save them!" he calls out. "No," Superboy tells him. "You can't. I am strong. It's my job now." Superboy races down to stop the giant ball of flame before it can reach the ground. At first, he doubts himself, but he taps into the anger in his heart and uses the spite he has for his father to break to the next level. "I am strong!" Suddenly, John hears a voice in his head, cheering him on. "That you are, my lad." "Shut up, Black! I don't need you in my head anymore!" Superman flies in with his fists extended. "You are strong, son. I can see that now. And that means you're strong enough to take this. I'm sorry." Superman crashes into Superboy, and the force of the blow shatters the ground beneath their feet. Rubble, the size of boulders, flies into the air. Kathy races to her grandfather's side, and Robin clings on a nearby piece of earth. They both watch as the alien spaceship becomes visible. Sparks of energy cracks through the air. "Oh no! The quantum reactor!" Kathy gasps. "The what?" Robin snaps. "Our ship's drive is unstable. It's throwing out arcs of space-time. It could collapse if there's much more disruption." The space-time energy strikes Superman, and the pain forces him to release his son. Both their eyes glow bright as their minds are flooded with visions of the future. Superboy stutters. "I can see worlds beyond days, nights beyond worlds, truth, lies, justice, injustice, hope, despair, so much burning light. There's no room for Black." Superboy regains his composure and glides back down to Manchester Black, warning him, "The darkness screams for your blood, Black." Black calls his super elite back to their feet. "Mind your tongue, kid. You ain't beyond me. I am." Before he can finish his next statement, Superboy is already attacking. Again and again, Superboy lands punch after punch hard enough to shatter a normal man's skull. Get out of my head! Out! Out! Superman tries to calm his son down. He tries to plead him to stop, but his voice goes unheard. John doesn't stop until he hears another familiar voice, yelling, "Jonathan Samuel Kent!" You don't have to listen to him anymore. Just listen to me. The blackness in John's eyes begins to seep away as he turns around and sees his mother standing right behind him. Mom? Your leg! We only saw what he wanted us to see. She motions him over. I'm fine, John. Everything is going to be all right. Manchester Black's eyes glow in anger. You little Superboy is mine! At once, Kathy jumps in the middle of Manchester and Superboy. Superman tries to fly in the middle of them to intercept the attack, and Superboy puts both arms out in front of his mother. Manchester creates a gun with his hand and points it directly at Lois. John, your hand! Kathy orders him with her arm extended. The two children grab each other's hands, and Kathy uses her powers, as well as Superboy's mental connection with Manchester Black, to attack him on two fronts. The overflow of energy cracks Manchester's skin, and he doubles back in pain, misfiring and hitting Superman instead of Lois. The telekinetic energy explodes out of Manchester and erupts through the tree of black, mixing with the time-space distortion, resulting in an even larger discharge of energy. Eventually, the storm subsides. Superboy runs back to tell his father, Dad, I think my powers are gone again. You okay? Yes, sir. I'll be fine. You? I am now, son. Batman examines Manchester Black, who, at the moment, is laying on the ground in a comatose state. The lights are on, but no one's home. Damian retrieves the head of Frankenstein. His wife will thaw out from Superboy's ice eventually, but putting Frankenstein back together will be enough to entertain Robin for the time being. He's been looking for a new science project. The mayor and the rest of the alien townspeople fly down to meet the heroes, and the mayor is the first to apologize to Kathy. Kathy, I'm so sorry. Your grandfather didn't fail. I did. How can you ever forgive us? You're my family, she says softly. The townspeople prepare to teleport away, but Superman stops them. This isn't over, he says. Superman, the mayor begins. Hamilton is all we have left. Our ship can no longer be moved without unleashing absolute destruction. Kathy offers to take on Manchester's old responsibility. However, she is going to need a crew. We'll be there for you, Kat, he says. Superman asks the mayor, You hid among us, spied on us. Why should I let you stay? Because we're not that different. Because it's the right thing to do. The mayor is once again coded in his disguise. We don't deserve it, but Hamilton is our home, and it needs us. The town isn't the only thing that needs to be rebuilt. Superman crosses his arms. There's the matter of trust. I'm sure you'll forgive me for feeling dangerously low on it these days. But I suppose we have to start somewhere, don't we? The mayor steps forward and shakes Superman's hand. We won't let you down, Superman. I believe you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a lot of work to do. Superman prepares to leave to rebuild the town. But this time, it is the mayor who stops him. Superman, if you'll let us, we should be the ones who make Hamilton whole again. I think that's a fine idea, he says. After all, it is your home. 3 weeks later, everything is back to normal. Many of the townspeople and leaders of the community help the town coordinate restoration efforts. Everyone, from Dr. Eustace Brown's free clinic to food shelf donations from the local dairy farms, and distribution by the local HCPD. Truly, an amazing experience for them all. Even Mr. Martinez and the at-risk youth organization have pitched in to restore the fairgrounds so they could all enjoy the opening tonight. Hamilton is a great place to live again. Eventually, Clark, Lois, John, and Kathy return to the old oak tree on the hill. Black's telepathy made it look like their old tree was burning for so long. Now it's just ugly, Superboy tells the rest of them. Lois takes this time to apologize for Kathy's grandfather. Honestly, she doesn't like the idea of Kathy being alone now. I appreciate your concern, ma'am, but the ship, the farm, they need me. And even though Grandpa is gone, I won't be alone. Kathy places her palm on the trunk of the tree, and in an instant, it returns to its former glory. Whoa! John gasps. Your grandpa would be proud, Lois comments. Stay for dinner, Kathy? Clark asks. Thank you. Sounds great, Kathy says unenthusiastically. John chuckles and attempts to crawl up the tree. Can we play until then? Not sure if I feel like it. Just a climb! All right. The two reach the highest of the branches, sturdy enough to carry their weight without breaking. It's so much bigger up here, John says as he reaches a hand out to help Kathy up. John, after we shared our powers, when I took your hand, did you feel a connection? Yeah, it reminded me of the first time we were up here, remember? Yeah, you freaked out when I touched your hand, crushed the branch. After those time flashes, after Black, I can't explain it. I don't feel afraid anymore. I know I can be brave, no matter what it costs, for the people I care about. I'm so sorry for everything, John. I gave in to my fear with Black, and it cost your powers. Dad's test says they're not gone. They'll come back when I'm ready. How are you not hating me right now? Us new kids have to look out for each other, right? Thanks, John. Wait. Kathy looks down at the branch to see both her and John hovering in midair. She looks at John in confusion, and he smirks back. And then they're gone. What was that? Lois asks as she looks towards the sky. Clark smiles. Sounded like a huge bird or maybe a plane. Then, Lois sees the two kids flying off into the clouds. Don't look now, but I think we've got our Superboy back. Wow, look at them go, Clark mumbles with a glint in his eye. He's going to be sad to leave these wide open spaces. Hamilton will always be John's town, like Smallville is mine. Do you think they'll be alright up there? Maybe I should... Relax, Smallville. He comes from a good stock. Instead of the sky, Clark focuses his attention on Lois. Have I told you how much I love you, Miss Lane? Tell me again.